Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our special Democratic debate here on C Plus and N. And we've got our top candidates, almost 7 of them, on the stage right now. They're all talking over each other. So let's get into it. Let's ask some questions. Candidate number 1 and candidate number 2, if you could please, at the same time, just start talking. Do this.
I don't know him started first or she started first.
What
like I said, I don't know who's going to do this.
However it takes. But listen, I'm the one to get the job done. Run this country. You don't know anything about this guy. You're wrong, stupid, fat, spectacular, dumb. No one else does better Italian hands than I. Me. This guy who's also running, or the girl, I don't know. I haven't decided what the rest of this is going to be. Have a presidential election. I am the person to run this nation into the ground. Emperor, I did way better than anyone else on this debate stage. And what to do that for you know what? That's what dumb gumption, sheer stupidity. That's what we're missing in America. Because everyone's so gosh darn smart. No one knows what they're talking about except for babies. Shut up. You shut your mouth. You shut your dumb mouth. I got this. No one else does. I was going to point to myself, but no one saw me make the mistake. I'm the guy who's running it. I don't know.
It's news time. Delivering to you the news you didn't know about, the news you didn't care about, and the news you didn't know you cared about. With host, Chad White. Now, here's that host, Chad White. Welcome back to News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the comedy news that you didn't know about. So there's a break right here. I forgot to actually write something. For the past several months, citizens of the United States have been subjected to hours upon hours of campaigning, debates, and the bickering back and forth of the left and right. What a sentence that was. Debates are a big part of how we as a nation decide on who gets to lead us. But this campaign cycle has been different, to say the least. To say the most, it's been wild. As of today, there are still 13 people on the Democratic side running. Well, 12 actually. That number is much, much smaller than the 29 that originally started. The influx of debates to weed out those who were not quite qualified is needed, even if it all seems a bit too overtly done. So where did debating begin, though? Or when did it begin? Illinois, my dear boy. Abraham Lincoln and Stephen Douglas held one on 1858. It wasn't until 1956 when Democratic Adlai Stevenson and Republican Dwight Eisenhower, female party contemporaries Eleanor Roosevelt and Margaret Chase Smith, took the stage in place of the men in order to fight to gain the nomination in their party. Yes, the women took the stage in place of the men, but for good reason. Both women were strong advocates for their respective parties, gaining attention in the early 1950s as they became more vocal about the changing times. CBS's Face the Nation hosted the session during its second season. The debate also marked the first time a woman was on the show. One major difference about this debate compared to our current ones is that it took place 2 days prior to the actual election. Further, only one topic was discussed. Can you imagine our current candidates only tackling one idea ever? Just Medicare for all or only immigration? Then it'd be up to the populace to delve deeper into the candidates' other policies. The American people are way too stupid for that. And yes, that is a joke against you idiots. We've been experiencing debates every month since the summer. Tomorrow's showing will be the 7th overall. By February, there will be 3 more, almost 1 per week, making a total of 10 by the 25th. As stated before, there were 29 candidates before. Now there are only 13 left. 12. The 12 qualifying factors keep getting more strict. They keep getting strict. I don't know. For tomorrow's show, candidates had to reach a threshold of 5% or more and at least 4 polls or 7% in Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada, or South Carolina, aka the early polling states. Democratic National Convention approved polls. Such harsh terms have caused several people to drop out, including Kamala Harris and Julian Castro and now Cory Booker, which is sad, but it did weed out the people like Marianne Williamson from the picture. Guess you didn't see that coming. She's a spiritual truth seer or something. I don't know. Besides this being tangentially related to entertainment, why am I covering the debates on News Time? Ratings, baby! The debates are a ratings magnet. Rather, they used to be. The first debate in June broke records, but subsequent ones would see a steep drop, probably because of the frequency in which they were airing. The fourth, for instance, didn't fare well, and the sixth one in December might as well not have even aired. You see, the first was an event. Held over 2 days, the debates were a way to finally introduce the top contenders in an overstuffed field. Now, they're old hat, which is a real saying real people say. With 4 more on the horizon over the course of as little as 5 weeks, I don't think the ratings will get any better. Then there's who's sponsoring. Both CNN and MSNBC have had their chances at least once. Broadcast news networks like ABC and CBS2, PBS, the New York Times, Washington Post, Political, even Apple News is getting in on the fun. Don't expect Fox News to get a piece of the showings though. But candidates have been going outside the typical political bubble by hosting town hall events on Fox News to field questions from the other side. Pete Buttigieg, Julian Castro, and Bernie Sanders are part of a select group to do so. And there you have it. That's how debates work for television. Now, I must leave before I get kicked out of this middle school auditorium. But first, if you like what you saw here, why don't you subscribe and check out one of our videos? Of course, you can head on over to the website cpluscomedy.com where there are some brand spanking new interviews to start off your new year right. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at cpluscomedy. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chad Black White. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe and listen to the Constitutionalist Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And be sure to always take off the lavalier night because it's day of using of